Janine for coming out. She's got a play coming up called What Happens to Black Love, and I do believe that's going to be very successful. I believe the show date is December 15th, but that will be in Chicago. And my girl, my hype girl, Ashley, aka Softly Spoken, will be one of the people featured in the play. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And also, I want to thank, there's so many people. Mannerism, Just Mike, Jackie Red, Miss Brittany D'Angelo, as well as the Indiana Black Expo East Chicago chapter. Thank you guys for coming out as well. So, there was so many people that came through Sunday that just made it awesome, successful, wonderful. Mama Evelyn, can't forget you, definitely. And she is a trip. You know, we need to have her on the show. Mama Evelyn, man, I'm telling you, she is definitely an interesting person. So,
it's like Mom's Mabel?
I don't know. She might be a little bit like that.
We need to get her on the show. She like Mom's.
Hey, she's a poet. I mean, she the woman.
Yeah, she like Mom's. Maybe we can get her on the show. Okay,
yeah,
well, good, you know.
Yeah,
we just gotta be pushing beep 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 beep.
Maybe,
hey.
maybe. But most definitely, and I want to remind you guys again that the next Blaze the Mic Sunday will be October 22nd from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Panthera's Cocktail Lounge. That is 5245 East Dunes Highway in Gary, Indiana. And this will be a salute to the veterans. So most definitely come on out, show your support. Pharaoh the Wordsmith will be a featured artist that day, and he is also a veteran himself, but he is a phenomenal poet, phenomenal. And Pharaoh actually took the time last year, the entire summer, every 2 weeks, he came out to Gary to help me with the literacy program that I started.
Mm-hmm.
So it was successful. It was the first year I did it, and it was great turnout. So I thank him once again for doing that. He's been a very big support. So wonderful, wonderful man. So I look forward to working with him once again. I look forward to the salute to the veterans. So most definitely come on out and support, your veterans, show your love for them. Come out to the show, and most definitely it is, it's still Blaze the Mic Sunday, so we will definitely be doing the open mic spotlight. And coming for November, I've decided to do a tribute to Michael Jackson and Jackson 5s. That's going to be, I believe that's November 12th, so that's going to be the second Sunday. And then the fourth Sunday, I'm doing a tribute to Prince. So I don't care if you dress like him, if you look like him, if you sing like him, speak like him, act like him, just come out and show that you like him.
I could say something, but I'm going to leave it alone.
Yeah, you do that. But there's so many people that love Prince.
Hey,
so many
I ain't
people that love Michael Jackson.
So
we're just going to have fun with it, okay?
Even touch it, okay?
Yeah, because you know what? I did open the door, so I am expecting to see some interesting things.
That's okay. That's
little purple ring.
Yeah, I know, right?
Go on now. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
And then
y'all Prince and Michael Jackson thing all you want. Fine with it.
I opened the door to it, so like I said, I'm expecting to see some interesting stuff. I don't know,
In this town, you might see anything, okay?
I don't know. Can't be as bad as Chicago now.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Because I'm telling you, in Chicago, you're subject to see anything.
And even in the daytime.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Not ashamed about it.
I tell you, in this thing, once you see it, you can't unsee
it.
Yeah. Right. So, Dave, what were some of the points and stuff that you were looking at for how to help people?
Yeah. So, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about what she was saying.
Yeah, that's why I jumped out.
I'm sorry.
I could go there, but I'm trying not to go there. All right, I'm trying to leave that alone.
Yes, you definitely do see them in the shot. Yeah.
Watch them bring up,
And
I can see it now.
He
Oh,
was mad
goodness.
about it. He said somebody went out of town to make a movie the other day, and he said, yeah, he was staying at the hotel and he met a Nikki, and then he was like, "It's just like the song."
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, "Don't go there, don't go there." They had to tell her to go.
Okay, see, that's no comment. I'm joking.
Well, to help you out, you entrepreneurs. I tell you, my face is flushed.
Hey,
And I'm a chocolate person here.
Woo, I let
So,
you know. Anything goes to the Buck Show.
I see. Well, to help out, the entrepreneurs and those who's looking into starting businesses, I'm telling you from my heart, it's fairly easy. And one of the biggest things that will hinder you is fear. And so I just want to say, please, whatever you do, I was just talking with someone earlier today. I said, I believe in you. I want to push you, give you that push that you need. Step out there and do it. Because if you don't, you're just going to be saying, well, I'll wait till 2019. And then here come 2019, January. I'll wait till 2020. And so on and so on and so on. And
you never get there.
You never get there.
Right,
and
right.
So, this is a prime opportunity. You're getting some free information that you go to these, sad to say, scheme seminars.
Oh yeah.
And you paying all this money, and you left with nothing.
Right, right.
What did you learn?
And it's the thing about that,
Nothing.
you go to these seminars,
Yeah.
and you buy the package,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they throw
And
in
it
the
just
package.
have a bunch of words in it,
Mhm.
okay? But there's no one to guide you through the package
Yep.
to get started.
Yep.
But then they say,
Yep.
you owe us $375.
Exactly.
Okay, so what I'm getting?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and that's definitely true. So I have some great tools that can help you. Some great funding that you can get. That's free. You can look into what I mentioned earlier, Centier Bank. There's another company called Accion, Accion, and they're located in Chicago. And if you have your for-profit business, they can help you get startup funding.
Okay.
I hate to cut you short, but
Mhm.
you just reminded me of something. I was actually planning. I had already put this out here and said I was going to do this like less than a month ago too.
Mhm.
I was actually planning to have like a seminar, kind of like a seminar or a forum on marketing for young people.
Yeah.
Marketing, and because I know a lot of young performers or young artists of different sorts, and it's like, and I have a young man that I mentor, and it was like I had a open mic just for the youth last month, and I was like, you know what, you guys really, oh, pardon me, I was like, you guys really need to work on how you market yourself, how you present yourself.
Mhm.
And I said, okay, you know what, I need to host an event that works with them on it. So what you're saying right now, it's like, right, it's like perfect for that.
Okay.
So I know I'm putting you on the spot.
No, hey, you just-
But would you be willing, to come in and talk about that?
You let me know.
Okay.
You let me
Okay,
know,
well,
and I will be there.
All right. Well, we're gonna put it in plans.
All right.
And
Y'all
since
heard
push
that.
that to a point, man, why don't we set up try to do a workshop?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's the word I was looking
And
for. A
we do
workshop.
a
That was
we do a
exactly my
workshop, and
plan.
anyone who wants to start a business,
Yes.
we could do a workshop
Yeah.
and stuff, and some people just need to be motivated.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
that's the key thing. You know, be
Yes.
motivated. So if you got a business that you want to establish,
Yes.
bring that to the workshop. We're gonna work.
Yeah.
We're gonna set up and get a workshop going on.
Yeah.
And you bring your stuff to the workshop, and we will go through step by step
Yeah.
how to get you started.
Well,
Yeah.
I already got a place for it. I just need to let them know. Give them like 2 weeks notice and say, hey, I'm ready to set this up. So,
That'll work.
and then, but I would say plan it for like a month to really get it out there.
Oh yeah,
to put
definitely,
it out
definitely,
there.
definitely.
Yeah.
Give people opportunity to get, put this in their schedule so you have
Mhm.
no excuses.
Yeah.
Right, because we want to bring other people in who got the same concept,
Yeah.
who doing things.
Hmm.
They can tell their story also and help us get things started. So
Yeah.
it should be a good workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's
We
already
can make
in
it
the
bigger,
works
and then the next one we get a little bit bigger, give it a little bigger until
Yeah.
more people start coming in
Yeah.
and get involved. Then we realize that we got what you call a working team again.
Mhm.
Okay, everybody working together again,
Yeah.
helping each other.
Mhm.
Because if we buy from each other,
Exactly.
use each other,
Hmm.
the money stays where? right here.
Yes.
Right. So then we can do work. Now I was thinking about having a workshop for the younger people and then a workshop for the older people.
Yeah.
But maybe initially go ahead and just for everybody. But then
Yeah.
have another workshop, a networking workshop.
Mhm.
Right, and that's what we, that's
Yeah.
definitely what you need, a networking workshop.
Yeah.
Because the other businesses are out here, black businesses.
Mhm.
Now they got the Black Business Network magazine. Okay, that's out for the country, but we're talking about the region.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, we got a lot of black businesses here in the region.
Yeah.
Let's start pulling them together.
Yes.
Start working together
Mhm.
and start knowing each other because we don't know each other.
Yeah.
Okay, and once we establish and know each other, guess what? Business start growing.
Exactly.
And you know what? I just thought about it. A panel. So
Yeah.
Buck, I can see you on it. I can see you on it. And I know at least 3 other entrepreneurs that I can see on this panel that can
Yeah.
come out and speak and
Right.
say, hey, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to look for.
Mhm.
Avoid this pitfall.
Yeah.
This has been my experience. So
Well, the main thing with David is about Scott can't be feared about it. You can't be feared. You can't be scared about it.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's something you really inside your heart you want to do.
Yeah.
Then you just keep on fighting to get it.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Yeah.
you just gotta keep motivated.
Mhm.
Keep motivated.
Yeah.
And some people just do. They gotta keep
Yeah.
praying on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And keep working with it.
Mhm.
And guess what? It'll get there.
Yeah.
But first you gotta have that vision. That
Yeah.
as my dad said, you gotta see it first before you can get it.
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
You gotta have vision, like
Yeah.
you always
Yeah,
say.
you gotta have vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I want to say is that you got to set your goals. Years ago, before I was at the post office, I told myself in 5 years I want to see different things.
Right.
Before I turned the age of 30, and I graced it. But I actually, to be honest, I saw those things, and I kept motivating myself, and I kept speaking those things every single day. I get up, look myself in the mirror looked back at me, and I said,
Done that. Got you.
and and I just kept saying it and over again every day, no matter how tired and no matter if I didn't see it right then there. It seemed like I was starting. It seemed like stuff was crumbling. I still kept speaking it, and before you know it,
you gotta be self-confident.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You gotta be the captain of your ship.
Yep.
All right, and you gotta keep moving.
yep,
Right.
You just gotta
Exactly.
keep on pushing it. And
Exactly.
So once you got those visions in front of you,
Mhm.
and sometimes I do is I put stuff in the house.
Mhm.
Remind me.
Yeah.
Goal 1. This
Yeah.
is what's got to do. You
Mhm.
know. And I take small goals.
Yeah.
Okay, and then establish to a big goal.
Yeah,
But once I get that first goal done,
Mhm.
I know the second one's coming in front of me.
exactly.
So
And you gotta
working it.
keep going when so many people say give up.
Yes.
Or don't.
Oh yeah,
When that
the devil's gonna
negativity
be-
come
oh,
at you.
yeah.
I had that quite a
into
bit.
it, like me and you both.
And
turn-
you know,
Yeah,
listen, you gonna-
yeah.
your best people
Yeah.
who like you and kiss. Oh man, bug that. I wouldn't do that. No,
Yeah.
that's too much work.
Mhm.
And you automatically okay. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it then.
Yeah, see me, I'm like, just because people tell me I can't do it,
Yeah.
that's all the more motivation I need to tell me
the,
that I
the
can
thing
do
I
it.
learned, you have to get rid of all negative people in your life.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's the main thing.
Yes.
Get rid of.
Get rid of
Mhm.
negative people.
Exactly, because they're gonna just
They're gonna bring you down.
bring you down,
Yeah.
and you still be stuck saying I shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Right,
Right.
right.
You know.
You be playing in the dirt. You be like, I shoulda did that.
Uh-huh.
And
Right.
do not expect it to happen overnight. Don't
Say
think
that
just
again.
because you
Right.
put the work in.
Yeah.
Well, it's been months, but why ain't it happened by
Mhm.
now? It
Right.
takes time.
Takes
It
time.
does.
It takes time.
Takes time. For myself, starting this, believe it or not, still to this day, I have not paid myself yet. And most of the funding comes through the business. We need to take everything the business take care of. But
Right.
as far as a personal check, no, I have not. Because as an entrepreneur and you're starting out, this is one of the sacrifices
Right. You
that
don't
you
get
may
paid.
have to
Right.
consider taking.
Right.
And,
And
you
see,
got to
that's
be
the biggest problem
Yeah.
people don't realize.
Yeah.
You can't pay yourself.
right off
All
the
right?
bat. Yeah.
You got to put the money back into
Mhm.
the business where
Yep.
it can grow.
Yep,
Yep.
Okay.
exactly.
And the best thing is to make sure you have enough nest egg tied into
Mhm.
it so you have to live on.
Yes.
Okay, so that's your paycheck.
Yes.
But you give yourself 2 years.
Mhm.
Then you first start seeing
Yeah.
something coming in.
Mhm.
You can start paying yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can't first open a business. Well, I'm gonna get paid 60,000. Oh, that don't even think
Yeah.
about it. It
Yeah.
ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Everybody look at the then,
Right.
but don't want to look at the now.
Right.
And you gotta, really look at your now and, focus in on your now so you can get towards, your future goals.
And the biggest thing that gets me is like they got all these scheme businesses out there, and people using their money and getting into these scheme businesses and stuff like that, and they're not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
And they tell these big dreams and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh my God, how do you get blinded like this? You know? And I tell people, if you got 10,000 people in the room and y'all are dreaming about climbing this ladder to this golden ladder, it's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
But if y'all take our money and put it together in one pot, establish your own business, you don't need them.
Yeah. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And I just want to share that a few successful people that I know that has businesses. A good friend of mine's is helping me with some shirts and coffee mugs and stuff like that, and jogging suits and stuff. RTW Media, and actually a good friend of mine is on Facebook, and definitely is named Rondell, and brother Rondell, and definitely check him out. RTW Media definitely does e-flyers, all that, and it's helping me to get some stuff together so I can do some advertisement, marketing. Very great marketer person. Another great successful person is a good friend of mine. Her name is Miss Shawanda from Miss Anthony's House of Butter Cookies out of Chicago. I have to bring some in next time.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
You gotta bring them to her.
They are so good.
Me cookies.
And the bad part is, I want to say a quick story. I got banned. My first lady from church, she kind of banned me because I had a friend of mine brought me a tray of 100 and some cookies for Father's Day. This wasn't this year. This was last year. I'm telling myself from last year.
Right.
So I shared it. I just put it like that. I shared it. I shared it with my kids.
Got one cookie, right?
Moving on. Man, they
like a little boy holding the cord. These are my cookies.
They was butter cookies,
She got these cookies for me. She ain't get enough for you.
Oh man, so I'm just like, man, I got to bring them in, and maybe if you all do your thing at the place where we can bring in the entrepreneurs and stuff, maybe we can have her set up something. And oh my gosh,
most definitely, I love butter cookies.
Okay, I my mouth is up. I'm on the diet right now.
He going back to last year.
Oh Jesus, help me!
Cookies are mine.
Oh man,
I'm not gonna get one. You can get one.
But I want to share real quick some of the funding, and definitely can touch more about this. Definitely we have a seminar.
Right.
You can obtain. There's a great program called businesscreditliteracy.org, and it's a great program that I'm part of. Definitely, they can help you get up to 100K. 100K. And no cost. The only cost, and they said they be upfront. Only cost that you would do is no upfront cost, but the only cost that you do is as you're successful with your business credit. They help you build your business credit.
Okay.
And they help you to establish credit lines. And what credit lines is like, for instance, you get you a Staples card, and you buy you an office chair. That's something small. Pay that off.
Right.
And then you go to different. It's like 4 tiers, and then you move up to the next thing where you can get between 5,000 to 10,000, and then you buy something small again. Keyword small. Pay that off. The next month.
Sorry, but some office chairs are not exactly small.
Well,
small value.
I'm just
small
saying,
value.
Right.
Something small
But
printer.
You got excuse or something.
No,
She don't know what I'm talking
I'm sorry,
about.
I'm thinking about the butter cookies. No 3D printers, people.
And then from
We're
there,
talking about go buy a limousine and small.
from there, then you can go up to 25K, and then like I say again, buy something small. Then from there, then they put you into the bigger sector where you can get bigger funding and stuff like that. So, if you definitely want more information about that, you can hit me up at 219-525-1531. Most definitely tell you it definitely will just help. And I just want to say this with you all is that one of the key things, and I'll say this again at the seminar, is that you got to plan your spending. A good wise man said this. You got to plan your spending. You got to save for your future.
Right.
You got to return 10% if your beliefs is in God. Return 10% either to your church or to your business.
Right.
And then, you know what? Enjoy what you already have. Enjoy what you already have.
And the rest will come to you.
And the rest will come to you.
Yeah. That's all you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And people don't realize that. The rest will come to you.
Yep. Exactly.
You invest wisely.
Mm-hmm.
And it's another thing we have to teach people how to use the stock market. Okay.
Come on.
To invest money.
Yes.
Okay. That was never taught to us.
Yes.
Okay. And then the people who do stock market, they don't tell nobody.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
So that's another thing you need to talk about at
Yeah.
the seminar is to how to invest your money and use the market.
Yeah.
There's ways you can use the market. You don't have to go as I would say, the aggressive stock market. There's ways you can get your money on the stock market and gradually make your money.
Have you ever heard of Bitcoin?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
That's one of the newest things. And to be honest, my mentor, he was sharing with me and a group of people is that that's going to be pretty much the next big currency.
I thought it already was
It's
making its way to it.
It's making its way to it, and it was a story where this gentleman, I don't know the gentleman's name, but this is when Bitcoin first started.
Right.
And the stock for it was like, I was like maybe $50-$60. And the guy was like, I'm gonna pull my stock out.
Should have jumped, stayed in it.
If he would have stayed in it today,
Right.
this was some years ago, he would have been a multi-millionaire right now.
You know, I wish I had done that.
I'm like,
when I
wow.
heard about Bitcoin too, but because I picked up a magazine that had an article in it. I haven't read it yet, but it was about how Bitcoin inspired. What was it? The term they used? It was. I'm not going to say robbery, but what fraud? I don't know. Well, maybe I'm using the word on fraud, but it was something negative, and because I remember hearing a lot of hoopla about Bitcoin.
They trying to get rid of the paper money.
Yeah.
I've been hearing that.
Yeah, they're trying to get rid of paper money, and that's why they want everybody to have cars.
And it's funny. My oldest son, has been just last week he was talking about Bitcoin.
Yeah, they want everybody to have a card, so then that's so they can get rid of the money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can see how they're trying to do it.
Yeah.
They want to get rid of the penny first, and then get rid of everything. Then before you know it, will be no money.
Yeah.
Everything will be on the card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's the next big wave that's happening.
That's that new world order format.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't think that thing's going to happen, but it's in play. It's been in play for a long time.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then what happened? And when Trump came president, that stopped it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's why the Republicans are so mad, because they're trying to push this new order through.
Yeah.
And Trump is not part of the order format.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now they have problems.
Yeah.
Okay, so forget you.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, they're trying to push everybody through.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know it's going to be only two classes, rich and poor.
Yeah.
That's it. You know. But the thing I'm looking at is that if we can establish something here in the region to help each other.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that will give group to younger folks.
Yeah.
Okay, and have programs for them.
Yeah.
To teach them. If you're not going to school, then you need to learn how to have a business.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're not going to go to college, then we got programs for here for you to start your own business.
Yeah.
And that's what we should have.
Yeah. One of the great programs, especially at my church, House of Prayer, is that actually they just finished up today. They did a pilot program where Apple donated their tablets.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about that.
Apple donated their tablets to my church, and they started a program, coding, kids who code, and believe it or not, the kids' ages range from, I believe, from 4 up to like I think 13 or 14, 15, and these kids was learning so much. And the goal of the program, which since they just finished, is that they're going to present to Apple, to inquire, for more actually tablets and for more funding so they can take this program and can take it even in Chicago and bring it all over. Can flow over in Indiana.
To expand it.
And kids' minds today, and I think about my son who's 4, they're sharp.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my aunts said to me this long time ago, she brought my kids some books. And I was like, oh, that's nice. She said, I know it may seem like you brought a book, but she said, it's a reason why I brought this book. She said kids' minds is like a sponge.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If you pour in them so much now,
That's right.
teach them everything you know now,
Absorb it.
by the time they become a teenager,
Right.
they'll be just
That's like
zooming on.
That's like Del. He's 4, and I told him before, I can teach you old school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, something that you know nothing about.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be taught old school.
Mm-hmm.
And once you learn old school,
Yeah.
you remember it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's gonna carry you on the rest of your life,
Mm-hmm.
because old school helps you get through future of your life.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm putting together for him is flashcards of all the black inventors.
Yes.
All the black events that
Yes.
happen in this country.
Yes.
All the famous black people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so he can go through and look like, oh yeah, right,
Yeah.
and read them, see a picture of them.
Yeah. A lot of schools they're getting rid of it.
Yeah,
They're getting rid of it. You know,
They
the
can-
history
you can read
and
black
yeah,
history,
talk
yeah.
brief about it, which is so sad. And you know, even with kids that's learning like cursive, they took that out.
yeah.
Some of the handwriting,
And
they're,
that's the
they're
reason
taking
why
that
I'm
out.
teaching it.
And they don't. Kids need to know that. How you gonna learn how to sign your name if
See,
it's not on a piece
exactly
of paper,
what I was
but on an
saying.
electronic device?
Right.
Like why?
Well, you know, like I always say, you know, 8 years ago I did it's 9 years ago. 9 years ago I did my thesis, and it was on the 25 year of the black male. All right, and I said in 25 years the black male gonna be an outcast of society, and what that means is that they're gonna be done.
Yeah.
Because there will be no more history.
Mm-hmm.
Because in 25 years, most of the people who are older of age or older who know the history of our country,
Yeah.
blacks on our side, will
Mhm.
be gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So once they're gone, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, because Black History Now in books, there's a paragraph.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
You're right.
and we're not teaching it.
Yeah. And they're not. They're not.
They're not teaching it at all. So if
Mhm.
it's not been taught by the family, then it'll never be taught.
Well,
Exactly.
I started back tutoring, and I'm teaching it to my students.
Good.
Because that's what I say. How you gonna sign your name?
Yeah.
Because it's not a legal contract until
Yeah.
you sign it in cursive.
Exactly.
Right.
And-
But some people don't know how to do. They don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Go do print it.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So you're messed up.
Right,
I mean, and it doesn't make any sense. And see, to me, while I don't think we should, I think technology is great, but I don't think we should become so reliant on it like so
Yeah.
many people are.
Mhm.
And to encourage electronic signatures, that's encouraging theft to me.
Oh, yeah.
Identity theft, because I mean they're finding more and more ways
Yeah.
to do it,
These-
and they just keep coming up with more and more ways to give it
These
to
things
them.
get you in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The last was like 3 or 4 days ago. My phone went off the grid. It just stopped working.
Wow.
Okay. And people couldn't contact me.
Mm.
All right. So everybody went panic mode. Okay, because I don't have a baseline phone.
Yeah.
So, you know, I supposed to picked up little one, I didn't pick him up. So when I'm off the grid, everybody go in panic mode. Okay. Like, where's this dude at? You know,
Right.
to me, I'm like, okay, I gotta go to AT&T, see what's wrong with my phone.
Mhm.
In the meantime, when I was doing that, everybody going like, where's he at? He ain't getting answers phone. These mugs are dangerous.
Yeah.
They are dangerous. So I gotta come up with a backup plan to cause problem like that. I ask people, so what would you do without a cell phone?
That's a good question.
Right, it's become to the point where you absolutely.
What would you do without a cell phone?
It's like
Yeah.
you feel like you absolutely need one.
Mhm.
I
Right.
mean, I decided several years
Yeah, you wanna
ago
look
I
at
didn't
Word?
have one, but I was like when I got stuck on the expressway
Right.
with no way to get any help. If it wasn't for IDOT coming along and see if I was okay and helping me out,
Yeah.
there's no telling how long I would have been there. And I
Mhm.
was like on the outskirts of downtown Chicago.
Mm.
Yeah, because the thing is, when the last time you look at a dictionary?
I do it.
I haven't.
I
You-
do.
you look
but
on your
I
phone,
look at
yeah.
the phone. I mean, right. But
Mhm.
that's a very good point, though, because
Yeah.
everybody was over on their phone. It's like, well, what if your phone isn't working?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, and perfect example, GPS. Every now and then, your
It-
GPS give you some of the dumbest directions.
Or the wrong direction.
Yes.
And who
I mean,
knows
it's
where?
like because it doesn't
Looking lost like a
realize
lost
that.
puppy.
For example,
I know this town ain't right here. What's up?
right? Because like, okay, there's a new Goodwill. Remember last week when I was saying that Goodwill opened
Right.
up
On trade school?
a career center?
Right.
Now it's not on the map yet. But when I kept trying to locate it because I didn't know where it was, it kept giving me Gary, but I was going to Griffin. I'm like, I know this isn't right. But it insisted on me going to Gary.
So where is it? The new trade school?
It's actually in Griffith, right? It's not too far off Ridge Road, but it's not that far from here. But they don't have one in Gary yet. But they're planning on opening one in Gary.
So they have a career center.
Yep, it's a career center.
Salvation Army.
No, Goodwill.
Goodwill.
Goodwill. They have a career center, and I just went to the one that they have in Maryville yesterday.
And they have one in Maryville.
Yep.
So it's gonna phase this one back one out.
No, I think that what they're probably going to do is extend it. They're
So
going
what,
to.
I mean,
It's Goodwill. They have the store. They still have the store.
Right.
But they have a career
So-
center next door to the store.
So what programs they have in the career center?
They resume assistance. And I just found out I have never done a profile resume a day in my life. I didn't even know there was such thing as a profile resume. But I was told for me that that's the best type of resume. But they do training in Excel and QuickBooks. They have a GED assistance. I think that's it's another program called Excel. Not the same thing as Excel, the computer program, but their program is called Excel for people who want to get their GED. So I mean, they give you they have job applications to the places that are hiring. They have job applications for several of them at their office right now. So I mean, it's so much. They do mock interviews. They to help prepare you for your job search. So there's a number of things that they offer,
So
and I found out about it through a friend of mine. I was like,
so
wait, Goodwill has
the
a career
benefits
center?
are out there. People just don't know where it's at.
Right.
Right.
Right. So apparently, and this one, the one I went to the first time last week, is new, but they've been there already. They have several locations that are already open now. How long they've been open, I don't know. But I do know I was told they do have plans for one in Gary. And she said that since they've been open, and they just opened up last week, she said that the door people have been constantly coming in. I said, oh, you think that's busy? Wait until you open up the one in Gary.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because people need jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem. They need jobs. But
Yep.
some the problem about that is they need jobs, but they find they can't pass the drug test. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, stay off the drugs, people.
Yeah.
Or they got a bad driving record, or
Mhm.
they got some issues. Or they've been in jail, they got some issues.
Yeah, they might even have. I'm not saying they do because I don't know this for a fact, but they might have programs or something to assist you with that to help you with
They
it.
might.
But you gotta have what you need in order to even apply for it in the first place.
That's
you know,
true.
regardless of what your past is or your problem is as a stumbling block for you, you still got to be prepared for the work field, starting with your mindset.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta want it.
Most
Because
definitely.
nobody gonna give you nothing out here. You gotta want it.
Yeah.
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 So I mean, don't just because you have a record, don't let that stop you. I mean, what you did could make all the difference in the world as to whether or not you can get the job, but you'll never know if you don't try.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true.
But you ready to take a break?
Yeah, because we're going to come back here in the end of the show. Because we'll be right back in a few minutes.
Dib.
That's all, folks.